here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Yeezy 380 Onyx. Can you tell any differences between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another comparison of, as you can see, a Yeezy 380. So this one here is a Yeezy 380 in the Onyx colorway. So in this video I'll be trying to point out some of the differences between a retail pair and a fake pair if you are trying to buy the retail pair. So this retail pair here was purchased directly from Size. So we'll try and point out some of the differences between a retail and a fake pair. So the first thing to note, and a difference you can clearly see from the camera, is the difference in color from the boxes. So on the fake one, it just looks a little bit too dull compared to the retail one, which is very vibrant, and the 380 stands out a lot more than it does on the fake box. So one key difference here is that the retail pair is from the UK, and the replica one they've based on the Chinese release. So as you can see by the labels, which I'll give you a close-up of, there is a key difference here. So I can't really compare the labels because they are completely different. This is just to note that this is what the Chinese one looks like and it's what the replica has based it upon, and this is the UK one, which is a retail sticker. So also on the side of the box you can see that they have this sticker which has all these Chinese writing on the side as well. I do believe this occurs on the retail one as well, but do not quote me on that. So you've seen a 380 box, it's pretty much the exact same as a 350 box, so we'll open it up and take a look at the shoes themselves. So open the retail one first. As you can see, the paper comes wrapped around the shoe. Open the fake one. Key difference straight away, no paper is wrapped around the shoe. But here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Yeezy 380 Onyx. Can you tell any differences between these two? So when we open it up, it's clear to see that the paper was wrapped around the shoe on the retail one. Also, it does come with spare laces in that cardboard packaging. Whereas on the fake one, I don't know if you can see this, but it just kind of came completely loose and the cardboard packaging was pretty trashed. Also, the paper is on the bottom and completely flat. So these are key differences to note. So now we move on to the shoes themselves. And I think this is going to be pretty hard because it's an all black shoe, and all black prime nets are always the most difficult to compare. So the first thing to note actually occurs on the label itself. On the fake pair, the label is attached to the left shoe and it's attached to one of the middle laces, which I'm not sure it's supposed to be like that. And then on the retail one, you can see the labels are attached on the right shoe and they're attached to the top lace, which I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be. So for this comparison, we're going to be taking a look at the left shoe. The one with the label attached is the fake one. So just keep that in mind in case you get confused. So the first difference that I could note actually occurs on the toe box where the rubber guard is on the toe. So if I give you a close-up of this, you can see that on the retail one, it's a lot more cloudy and not as see-through as it is on the fake one. The fake one, you can actually see the prime net coming through it, whereas on the retail one, you cannot. If you take a close-up look of the middle stitching going all the way down and the prime net around this, you can see that there are differences here once again. If I give you a close-up of this, you can see that there are clear differences in the prime net. On the retail one, it almost looks like it's rougher around the stitching going down the middle, whereas on the fake one, it's completely smooth going all the way along. There is no real texture to the prime net as can be seen on the retail one. This is a really hard thing to describe, so I really hope you are understanding me. Another key thing to note is if I give you an upper view of the toe area and look at the prime net, you can see that on the prime net on the fake one, the pattern and the side panels reach closer towards the toe than it does on the retail one. As you can see, the toe area on the retail one is a lot larger and the pattern stretches a lot longer. A lot of people have been saying that there's a lot of lace flaws going around between fakes and retail pairs, with the lace on the outer side goes over the inside and stuff like that. I have seen retail pairs with this, so please do not take this into consideration. And I have to say, on both these pairs, the lace pattern is exactly the same. If I spin the shoes around to the back and we take a look at the heel, you can see on the bottom sole, you can see that the Boost actually shines through a lot clearer on the fake pair than it does on the retail one. On the retail one, the sole is a lot more cloudy and you can't see the Boost through as clearly. If I give you a close-up of this mesh material on the side, and this is going to be really hard to explain, so I hope you do understand. On the mesh material on the outer side, the middle part of the mesh looks like it's almost coated in a glue-like material, and you can see the differences between the outer parts of the mesh and the inner side, where it's a bit of a different color and there's more shine to the middle part. Whereas on the fake one, if we take a closer look at the mesh, you can see that it's pretty much all one color. There is no real difference at all. When looking at the color of both shoes, I have to say there is no difference whatsoever. They may show up in the studio lighting on the camera, and I'll probably put in a wee text saying they're different, but from first appearance and looking at the hand, there's really no difference in color at all that I can spot. So if you're looking at these in hand, you really wouldn't be able to tell at all. When looking at the inner label, and I'll give you a close-up of this, you can see that there are clear differences here. So in terms of the sizing, where it says US 10, UK 9.5, you can see that there are font size differences and things like that. And then looking at the date of production, you can see it's much thinner on the fake tag compared to the retail one. One clear thing to note as well, on the retail one, there is no male text, where you can see it occurs on the fake one. So there are differences between the inner tags as well. One of the key differences on this shoe, and probably the easiest way to tell, is actually the transparency of the sole itself. The fake one is a lot more transparent on the sole than it is on the retail one. As I said earlier, the retail one is a lot more cloudy on the sole, so that is a key difference, which is actually pretty easy to see if you have both in hand. But other than that, the fakes have done a really good job of these, and I actually really like the 380 Onyx. I think it's a really nice clean colorway. Maybe would have preferred if it was a little more black, because it does have hints of purple in it, but I can't really complain. I'm pretty happy with the 380 model, and an all black colorway is really nice. So as you can see from this video, there aren't many differences between these two pairs, so please be careful if you are trying to buy a retail one. But that is the end of the comparison. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Please subscribe, like the video, it really does help the channel grow, helps me do more comparisons just like this. Yeah, and I hope you are enjoying them. Thank you very much for watching, hope you have a great day.